So how does Guilty Gear compare to other fighters?
Well, one of the very unique mechanics that you see is Roman cancel. It lets you basically reset back to neutral in the middle of a move, so that you don't have to worry about recovery frames.
Okay.
And you can also do that in the middle of combos. It costs a bit more meter, but it allows for some really cool extensions.
Okay.
That, and there's just a lot of universal mechanics. Most of the stuff it borrows from other fighting games, though. So Clueless Detective normally plays Kai. He's a very well-rounded character, basically the Ryu of the game if you come from Street Fighter. And Jacko is a very gimmicky character, but she actually does have some neat stuff that she can do. Her whole thing is she's playing an RTS, so she wants to set down houses, and then once the economy flows to soldiers, you let them do the fighting.
Interesting, interesting.
Alright, Kai backing off at the beginning. I guess Jacko, he's probably better off going on the offensive, but Kai has a lot of good projectiles. So if she sets any houses down, he can just plow over them.
That question is, has Omega taken a lot of time to actually learn as much as he can about this game? Because we've said that we were going to do this yesterday.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Jacko's basic game plan isn't too hard. The problem is trying to set up properly, which I noticed he hasn't laid any houses down, so that's not a good start. Just by staying near the houses, she gets meter.
Okay.
Yeah. And she has a really good super that basically gives her a bunch of free time. It's just a normal quarter circle back triangle. The weird thing about Jacko is she has very few command inputs on anything. Everything's just a button and a direction.
Interesting.
Yeah. Although she is also very heavily dependent on meter, all of her special moves get stronger if she has some, but then she uses it to make them do that.
Okay. But yeah, right now Omega's playing Jacko as a normal fighter.
Which is kind of very difficult to do, because a lot of her stuff afterwards leaves her open. You're supposed to use the minions to cover that.
Okay.
To be fair, the Kai Kisuke player, he's the president of the UNTFGC, so he has a pretty good amount of experience in this game. Ooh, got hit by the overhead. That move is a killer online. That's a very good. Yeah, no one... That move can last basically as long as Jacko wants, so you just have to block it and wait till she's done.
Yeah, we're playing some good footsie right now, just trying to catch those openings.
Yep. Trying to see if they can hit the other person while they whiff buttons.
It was caught by the projectile, so that's Clueless Detective taking game one.
It was actually very smart of them at the end to sort of keep their distance, because they were both very low health. So going in is basically high risk, high reward for both of these characters, because they're not rushed down. Alright, got 2 houses out. It's nice to see him start laying those. Now, the main... he could destroy both of them. So the longer the houses stay out, the more the minions level up. So if you can manage to get one of the houses off screen, then you can just let it sit there, and it'll eventually get very powerful.
Okay.
And then you basically buy time with some of Jacko's moves that keep them blocking for a long time. That way the minions have a chance to get out. Because if she gets hit, they all disappear.
Okay.
Definitely a very quirky design choice for a character.
Yeah, playing Monopoly in a fighting game, it's always fun.
Yeah, yeah. the designer of the game made a spin-off that was an RTS, so he wanted to bring part of that game into this one.
Okay.
That's the basically where the design was inspired from. Nice! She grabbed him with the command throw.
Good burst out.
Oh no. Okay, so yes, he set up the anti-projectile field. That's going to be really good in this matchup because Kai is very heavily projectile based.
But was able to catch the low. Kai taking that first match.
Starts with an overhead, she backdashes to avoid. Right now they're just trying to play it safe.
Yeah, nice guard. Try to get a conversion off. Didn't really get any more combos off of that. Yeah, something I'm seeing with
Yes, the projectile field. Now Jacko ideally would be setting up houses, but you can also go in. Let's see. Ooh, I got a Roman cancel from Kai. Yeah, that way he can just run along his projectile and follow it in.
Yeah, throwing out all those projectiles, trying to get that the command in the area. Yeah.
Looks like the house does a good job of staying alive. It should level up pretty soon. Yeah, there we go. As long as Jacko doesn't get hit, minions will start pouring out of that. She also wants to keep that off screen. Oh, she put out another. Oh, but
And that was it. Clueless Detective taking this match. Omega getting knocked down. All right.